is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon that idea, there means no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 29, NASDAQ up 34. Dow Industrials up 34, NASDAQ up 29, S&P's up 7. Gold contract down $5.40, trading at $12.43 an ounce. Silver down 10 cents, $15.72 an ounce. Platinum up $9, $8.91 an ounce. Copper is up 3 pennies at $2.98 a pound. Light sweet crude up 56 cents, $58 flat. The 10-year note flat at 124.08. 30-year bond up 5 ticks, 153.01. King dollar down 9 ticks, 93.480. The euro is at 117.75 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Let's look at the world of the indices and see what's moving these indices. Inside the Dow Industrials, what do we have? You get the Dow up 33. The mover inside the Dow out here is Apple, putting 20 positive points. You get Disney putting 14. Now, Disney, it looks like within the next couple of days, we're going to hear that they are going to be buying the assets of the studio assets of Fox, 21st Century Fox. Microsoft is putting 5 positive points. Merck's putting 5. Boeing is the culprit inside the Dow, dragging it down minus 20 points. United Health minus 9. Home Depot minus 9, Travelers minus 5. We go into the Index 100. We take a look at the Index 100, the strength versus the weakness. Strength out here, BioMarlin is up 7.4% or $6, trading at 88.10. You get NetTeas up 6.3%. $20, trading at 342. Symantec is up 4.7, and Tesla is up 3.8, up $12. If we go over to Tesla, what's happening with Tesla here? This is going to get intriguing watching this shakeout because Tesla does have a 22% short interest. That being said, guess what? They're revving up this whole truck business. That's what's going on. Tesla's rally Monday on the back of new orders for its electric semi-truck. Bottom line, a lot of trucks are going to be laying out there. We'll see how many they get delivered and how that shakes out. Taken away from the NDX 100, you got Ultra Salon down 3.6% or 821. Alexon is down 2.4. You get Allergen off, Align Technology. That thing's been getting killed. That's down 2%. Let's go to Align first. This is the Envision dental deal. Yeah, so this came down on the earnings 257 to 222. You did a counter trend bounce back up to 245. You're coming back downtown once again. Small caps out here today. The IWM, got to a price point of 152.13. You're at 151.21. Try to get to over the highs, couldn't handle it, light volume, gave it up on price. You get that high volume low from the first, which I expect will get tested. That's 148.75. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? GCG8. Gold contract out here. Breaking the swing points of last week. We came down to 1245.80 last week. You're at 1243 flat. You get 178,000 contracts. So the contracts are light as you go to the break, but this looks to me like the highs or the lows are going to be 1238. That's going to be game. And if we go over to the GLD, what you're actually going to see, excuse me, the GLD had broken a B point of an ABC structure on the way down on a weekly basis. So that has a little bit further to get downtown. The silver contract last week had actually 1 second, there we go. The silver contract had finished the A to B C down as a 1-to-1. We'll see whether it's going to extend itself on this run downtown. So silver, where are we? Let's see. There we go. Okay, so silver's down 10 cents. You're trading 15.71. Oh, this ain't bad. Okay, this is pretty cool, actually. Okay, so the low of last week, that was the ABC structure on the way down. Yeah, so you get 15.66 can get tested. King dollar, what do you have with King dollar? King dollar continues to have a hard time holding price. King dollar out here today, we had a high of 93.515, a low of 93.245. The way that's set up, it looks like it will test the highs of Friday once again, which is 93.700. Now that's where we were coming into the downdraft from the 27th as well as the 14th. The 14th is what's hanging, November 14th. That's what's hanging that baby up in a huge way. Some of the higher volume stocks out here, and this is going to be a low volume day out here, big time. You get Apple's up $3. We have, oh man, look at this one. Holy cow. Look at Spark Therapeutics. Holy cow, I don't want to be them. So you get Spark Therapeutics down $25 or 33%. This has to be a biotech. Yeah, so focus on development of gene therapy products. That baby fell out of bed, and we'll see. This is a new IPO, evidently. Bitcoin's at highs right now. So this is going to be a cool week watching Bitcoin trade because we started on the Chicago Board of Options last night. Right now it's at highs, 17,097. That's all-time highs, by the way, too. And as we go through the show, I wouldn't doubt that this thing basically gets into higher price. What we will have this coming Friday is that the Bitcoin will trade also on the Chicago Merc. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now are up 35. Nasdaq's up 30. S&P's up 7.5. Coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 32. You get the Nasdaq up 28. S&Ps are up 6.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the first hour. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you go to the front page of TFNN. You're going to go to newsletters. You go to trading newsletters. Steve has a great newsletter, Mastering Probability. You can test drive that 30 days absolutely free. And, of course, don't forget, every trading day right here, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. You can call in, talk to him 60 minutes a day, every trading day. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Well, last preparations for the holidays, 2 weeks from today.
Oh, my God.
We won't be here.
Is 2 weeks from today Christmas?
2 weeks from today. Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty wild, man.
I know, totally. I think you and I better start getting our shopping minds, shopping hats.
I guess I better.
It's interesting. Over here on the East Coast, the Southeast Coast, we had our boat parade was this past weekend, and typically there's basically 3 boat parades that take place in this area. The largest one is the one in Fort Lauderdale, which was this past Saturday night, and ours was on Friday. But what was interesting, I don't know if it's a tell on just simply the economy and how people are feeling, but there were twice as many boats this year as we've ever seen.
And, you know, the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show was the biggest boat show. I know for a fact, 'cause I know these guys at West Marine, how much they sold. They sold 23 million in, I think, 48 hours. Yeah.
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 Boom,
it was a monster.
Boom time.
Yeah, it was a monster.
Yeah. Well, look, what I thought that I would do is just kind of help people to understand what it is I'm looking at that goes even beyond this year, because next week will be the last week that we'll be together before we get into 2018. And so we'll just simply start with just simply the normal seasonal cycle. And one of the things that I always like to share with people, especially when they're taking a look at contributing to their retirement plans, is to get that money in by the end of January. Sometimes people wait until the middle of April, the 15th, to get that contribution in. And from a stock market standpoint, what folks are typically missing out on is one of the larger moves inside the market, which begins sometime around the end of January and really runs up into July when the market moves down. Now, I don't want people to look at this chart and try to measure it with regard to more from a directional standpoint as opposed to the depth of a move out here. And then the real Santa Claus rally for me is the one that begins in October, not the one that is just a few days before Christmas. So that's what the average has been over the last 85 years. If we take a look at what's transpired since the March 09, the beginning of this bull market, and we compare that happens to be the blue line out here. That's been the average over the last 7 years. And we compare that to 2017. We can see again that the movements are very similar. In fact, the actual Santa Claus rally since the March 09 level has come in August versus October. That's where the real bottom has formed out here. Now, interesting when we take a look at this chart here, Tom, is we'll see on this little blue line here, this represents the entire March 09 calendar year, and today is supposed to be a short-term top inside of the Dow. So the mere fact that it's up, that's normal. We'll see if the next couple of days, and by couple of days I'm referring to tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even Friday.
Yeah, and you get the Fed Wednesday at 2, so that'll be interesting. Yeah.
So this has been the typical pattern, and nobody should, if you see the market pull back, that's just the normal movement that we have seen since 2009. If we dial down into January, today, as a matter of fact, which is where I've got, this is a 7th trading session. So every month has about 20 trading sessions in it. And December certainly has 20 trading sessions that are available. Today is trading session number 7. And typically we see the Dow up 35 points. It's up like 35 points as we speak right now. So that must just be a coincidence. But the next 3 days should be down. And that takes us into Friday. And that's where we'll call maybe this the remaining portion of this Santa Claus rally, because from trading session number 11, which is the 15th of December, through the 27th of December, though the bias there is very strong to the upside. So this is where people are looking to, trade intraday. I think people should just understand this is kind of where the market really looks at that Santa Claus rally starting. Now, January is always a different picture. And if you take a look at this, is all based on the Dow here. What you'll see, it's kind of 50-50. 50% of the trading days in January since March 09 have been to the upside, 50% to the downside. If you look at the length of the bars, you'll see that the downside bars are beating the upside bars out there. And that's where we have that bit of a pullback into January. If we look at February, now February looks pretty good. And here's a reason why people want to be able to plan to get the retirement funds working for them. If you look at February, the bias out here since 2009, 80% of the days are to the upside. And so this is what to anticipate. I don't expect that anything is going to change significantly here this coming year for February. March is not too bad either, where you've got 60% of the days to the upside. And you can see that the strength of the days out here to the upside far outnumber the weakness to the downside. So February and March should be very good. And April should be pretty good as well. This is more of if you just look at this chart here and just simply the strength of each day, the up days versus the down days, April is a pretty good month as well. And that's where if people miss out on putting that retirement funds to work, you've missed out on really 3 nice solid months out here. So what people should be anticipating is a bottom in January. And that bottom should come in sometime between the 19th and 27th. So if you start to see a pullback into the beginning, at the end of this year and the beginning of January, that's just normal price movement out there. And what you want to be doing is looking for newsletters like yours, mine, David's, Basil's, where we're trying to identify the next pattern to be able to catch the exact date of when that bottom comes in. Longer term, this is what I anticipate the Dow is doing. It's formed, and this is a quarterly chart that we're looking at. And I heard you talking about silver, and that had formed a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. And as you know, that's just one target level. And when I take a look at this quarterly chart of the Dow out here, what it looks like, the pattern that is unfolding to me, is this is headed to the 1-to-1 area. This is longer term. That's the 27,251 area. But if I were going to make the call right now today based on the pattern that I'm looking at, 30,483 is the number. That's the last chart that we left off with last week. So I wanted to explain that to people as to why that is. And the reason is if we look at the retracement off of the bottom, we've only had a 25% retracement. And if that formed that C point, if we take a look at the move off that C point, notice how price is on the left-hand side of that line. That line is the exact same angle as coming off of the March 2009 lows. That tells us we're actually in a cycle right now that is much stronger, and therefore we should anticipate more than a one-to-one move to the upside inside of the Dow. And if people are asking themselves why, how is that? Well, we have traders around the world that are fueling the Dow. This is where the big money is pouring into. And this chart, the left-hand side is the Dow as we take a look at it in U.S. dollars. But we know there's people in Europe. We know there's people in Japan. We know there's people in Germany that are also trading the Dow, and they're trading it in their currency. And in every currency, we have broken out, or the Dow has broken out above prior swing points. And to me, that just confirms what we're looking at when we take a look at our A to B equals C to the upside versus the DAX. The DAX is not broken out in euros. The DAX is not broken out in yen. The DAX is not broken out in pounds. So money is coming over here. It's not just U.S. money. It is money around the world that's being put to use in our market. So our markets are breaking out, whether it's the NDX, whether it's the Dow, every major currency out there. So all I can say is ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Come over to our website, folks, at TFNN. Go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters, you can test drive Mastering Probability, 30 days, absolutely free. Steve, thanks so much. Look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thanks, Tom. Take care.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Is it the morning show?
Thanks for having me on the afternoon. I'm still here. Can't get rid of me. Not that easy.
So we get the Dow up 22, we get the Nasdaq up 26, S&Ps are up 5.5, and let's go over to the front page of TFNN.
Yeah. So exciting day, right?
Yeah.
And to come on, just kind of announce it. And basically, it's going to be a seamless integration. It is a seamless integration. It already took place. We already have a bunch of people who are kind of watching our new stream,
right,
which is going to be integrating a YouTube live stream
right
into the embedded player. So if you'll see on the front page, we've always had this little icon up here, which
right
is a nice way to get to Tiger TV. You see a slight change that now when you scroll over it, it has YouTube. And so this is our YouTube live stream that's going to be embedded in our website. Now, if anybody's ever had problems before, and the tough part is we're talking to everybody who's already listening, so they're not having problems.
Right.
But people might have experienced it was always having to do with Flash.
Right.
So we're making that change away from Flash, and as of today, pretty much. Now, there's still people on the old stream. We're not going to kick them off because we made this change at about literally 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern. But right now, we are streaming and embedding everything through YouTube, so you should never have that problem again. YouTube, of course, is great at what they do, which is streaming, so everything across the board. So when you click the airing now on Tiger TV, or you click watch Tiger TV, that's going to bring you just where you normally would go. You're going to play a pre-roll, and then here is now the live stream, and of course just this computer with everything going on in terms of Bloomberg and everything. But this is now, if you scroll over, you see it pops up a YouTube. So this is a very seamless integration where you wouldn't even realize it as we go deep in the rabbit hole here of one embed in the next.
Right.
But it's now in YouTube, and so everything should be seamless. So if you ever had any problems, if you're out there listening on TFNN.mobi, you're listening to any type of an archive, everything's brand new. You can get there right on the front page, and back to the front page. Mobile devices, same thing. Click on that right from your phone. It's going to bring you to a page that looks just like it normally always has, and guess what? You're going to just be watching the YouTube live stream. Now, if you want to get to our YouTube channel, even just within the stream itself, those YouTube buttons, just like any YouTube video if you're used to it, you just click that YouTube button and boom, there you are. You're over to our YouTube stream, and same exact stream.
Right.
And then, you know, you can watch it there. And just like you talked about, the subscribe button this morning, subscribe to the TFNN. You'll get alerts whenever we archive anything. And you can watch it right here if you want to.
All the updates come through.
Yeah, every show we archive, live streamed. You'll get notifications if you want. You can set those in your settings. But really, the announcement is, if you've ever struggled with Tiger TV, and we know that it's been a struggle, just because of how Flash has really changed and how these browsers are doing their best to eliminate Flash from automatically playing, which of course is what Tiger TV does.
Yep.
So now should be seamless, should be good to go. And
it's definitely a lot easier.
It's the new frontier.
And even on your cell phone, it was good before, but it's 10 times better. Meaning that it just pops up ASAP.
No, I agree. The clarity, it's funny. Ken, you mentioned that to me, and Ken and our programmer, props to Ken, getting it all hooked up and everything working.
And you know what's crazy?
He said the same thing before I even said to you.
Right.
So
and you know what's crazy, folks, is that we still will have them for a good month, but because there's plenty of people on other servers, but we have a lot of servers that were pushing this out.
And everyth's full HD for sure. But,
but it
YouTube is a quality product no matter what, so they should be super reliable going forward. And it should be exciting. And we'll see what we do.
Good job, man.
Yeah, no, well, I appreciate it. We'll see what we do with the power of YouTube, too, because I was mentioning in here earlier, maybe we'll do a little live chat during the show over at YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go.
Yeah.
What's great is if you're watching right in Tiger TV, you want to find our YouTube page, now it's just that simple. You scroll over the button, click the YouTube button, you're over right at our TFNN page. You're right there, hit the subscribe button, and you can watch it right there.
Nice.
Yeah, totally. And
that is dynamite.
It is, because man, those we had the instructions on our front page a while back to enable people.
Yeah,
but
the Flash is turning into a real problem.
And
it wasn't turning into a problem if you go inside your settings. But who wants to go inside settings to turn around to do something else just to watch TV?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
So that's out of the window from now on.
And now we of course we got to go over to Bitcoin, because I just told you.
Even when I was getting set up, you were telling me.
Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs.
New highs.
17,404. Look at that thing.
There it is.
And you know, it's interesting that I know one of the targets brought this up, and I had read this earlier. So interactive brokers, right? They want you got to put up 50% margin, right?
Okay.
But what I realized is that I forgot about that part of it, is that they will only allow you to go long.
Also.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's going to be really wild, man.
So they want
because
50% margin to the long side.
And you only can go long.
Yeah.
So that's the long bias. And that's going to change, folks, okay? He's trying to fight it, evidently, meaning a true market. But he's one of the biggest broker-dealers in the world. You know, so this is going to get really intriguing watching this play out the next couple of weeks. Because you can imagine if you only can go long, well, guess what? They're going to go long.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
We'll see.
So
No, totally.
look at this. Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
So when we started the program this morning,
Oh, man.
yeah, let's say, where's 10 o'clock? Is that, no. Yeah, there it
that's
is. Yeah.
10:30.
So we're at 16,391.
All right. I don't know.
It's up $1,000.
I was shorting 30 contracts in that Nadex demo account.
Well, you got more money. You can go short 30 more and scale it up.
That's right. I can request an extra $25,000 demo dollars.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they're going to give you that once, because the account's not blowing up yet, though.
I think you can.
What we're talking about, folks, is that if you can come over to our website at TFNN, Nadex is going to be doing spreads starting next Monday or Sunday night.
Yeah,
for weekly spreads.
Yeah.
But you can open a demo account right now, and you're going to get quotes on it, so you can see how these weekly spreads work. And you know, so you need to find risk in this business.
That's for
And,
sure.
well, particularly in the
the Bitcoin business.
yeah, because it's saying there's an article here. Where's this article? Let's see that the volatility in Bitcoin is almost as high as it was in the '87 crash. So they keep putting this article up and then taking it down. Here it is. No, here it is. There it is. So let's see. Let's see.
I think.
Yeah, no, this is how this works. Yeah, I got to find it. There it is. Under contracts. Okay, here. So
There you go.
Bitcoin's rise in volatility isn't necessarily a harbinger of market bubble, as my colleague Cameron Christ explains in today's Macro Man. Got it. Then again, the cryptocurrency swings far more than many traders and investors are used to seeing. Volatility for Bitcoin closed at a high of 125 last week.
125%, yeah.
Yeah, based on a 10-day reading. That level exceeded the S&P's peak, I think, of 102% in 2008. And it wasn't that far. Okay, so in the crash of '87, the volatility got to 153%. But Bitcoin got to 125% last week. So that means that the premiums, the actual premiums, that even in Nadex, when they start next week, those premiums are going to be in there, which if you're on the demo account right now, those premiums are not in there.
And look, this isn't even the most volatile time for Bitcoin because it's such a high price. It's actually more volatile back when it was at 2013. Now, we didn't know it as much because you'd see a number probably from 200 to 400. Yeah, but 501% in April of 2013.
Wow.
So, you know, but it wasn't making headways probably because something went from 200 to 400 to 100. Everybody was saying, when's it go to zero? Nothing really matters.
Yeah.
Now, when it goes from 5,000 to 15,000, it startles everybody.
Right, and what does happen when we have this up, now I haven't seen this, I haven't had it up enough today, we'll find out coming into the close out here, but this thing was jumping around $400 to $600 on Friday when I was watching it.
I mean, it's up 20% since last night. It is. Staggering.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks.
Definitely.
You too. Appreciate it.
You got it.
You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow right now is trading up 24, Nasdaq's up 28, S&Ps are up 5.5. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is trading up 28. NASDAQ is up 28. S&Ps are up 6. Let's see what they have to say over here about Fox and Disney. So, Walt Disney may announce a deal as soon as this week to acquire a large piece of 21st Century Fox assets, according to the people familiar with the matter, transferring the legendary Hollywood properties to new owners. The Murdoch Trust would end up with a small stake in Disney in the transaction, said the person who asked not to be identified. Disney would acquire Fox movie and TV studio networks, including FX and National Geographic, and international assets, including Star India TV stations, and a 39% stake in the European satellite provider Sky PCL. Disney would also get Fox stake in the U.S. streaming video provider Hulu, doubling its ownership to 60%. Oh, that's interesting. So Disney's going to own 60% of Hulu. Oh, that's probably half that move. 21st Century Fox would keep Fox News, the Fox Broadcast Network, and Fox Sports #1. The company would remain independent, at least initially, though it could consider a merger later with the Murdoch's publishing company, News Corporation. Fox Chief Executive Officer James Murdoch is likely to be offered a senior position at Disney after the transaction closes. You know what's going to be interesting there? Then you know what they're going to do, folks? More than likely, what you're going to see is that they're going to buy the assets. Murdoch is going to go to Disney in a senior position, and then the Murdochs are going to take Fox News and Fox Sports private. Yeah, that looks like the writing on the wall here. Yep, it's probably a smart move. And just build it up again. Pretty wild. Yeah, that's how that, we'll see how that shakes out, but that's what it looks like. So if you take a look at Disney, let's go over to Disney. We take a look at Disney. You know, Disney had got a big move, you know, last week when this thing came across. And so now you get a high volume high at 112. We're at 106. And yeah, this looks like it's going to help good old Disney try to get to the top of its consolidation. You know, Disney had got smoked August of 2015. It went from 105 to 97, and it's been in that consolidation. But this looks like right now it wants to at least go for the swing point of the 112. And 112 was the bottom of the last high, which was in April of this year. April of this year. Yeah. So that's saying that the motion picture business, folks, is not done. But you can see the synergy. The synergy is there with Disney anyway. And that the 21st Century Fox has a huge film library. Because if you remember, that movie studio has been around forever. Let's go take a look at the XLF inside the financial ETF. Because what we do have out here is that we have the Fed meeting tomorrow and Wednesday with an announcement. And the number to keep your eye on here is 2788. Right now you're over it, you're at 2791. That was a surge that had price spread and volume the week of December 1st. The XLE, we go take a look at the energies out here. Energies are still having a hard time. You know, XLE's up 47 cents, you're at 69.75. Let's go take a look at ExxonMobil. That's up 34 cents. It's having a hard time holding price. Chevron just failed again. Interesting. Yeah. We got into 121.11. You're at 120.24, and that's a failure on price and volume again. You know, and Chevron, yeah, has a high volume swing low at 112. So 112 is game. That high volume low is the 27th of October. We go take a look at Amazon. 2 weeks, Christmas is here, man. Oh man, Amazon's trading up 430. You're at 1166. And Google's almost at its highs. We're at 1039. The high is 1062. Facebook's laying right under its highs, 179.01. NVDA. So let's go see what the chip stocks are doing. They're the ones that, yeah, they still can't catch a bid. Okay, so the chip stocks are still in trouble. You know, NVIDIA came down from 217. You're at 194. Has a high volume low at 180. AMAT was doing a counter trend bounce. That also didn't have much juice. Yeah, same deal. AMAT's down from, you're trading 51, that's down from 60 3 weeks ago. Lam Research, LRCX. Yeah, same setup. So the chips continue to have a hard time. Lam's down from 219, you're at 185. That has a high volume low at 175. Man, this is quite a move. Yeah, 167 is game. We'll see whether, you know, you get any juice at the 167 number. Oh, let's go find out. Tommy and I were talking about Mattel this morning. Can't wait to see what. Okay, so look at this is going to be amazing if they get money at this price point. Listen to this. So Mattel's going to float. I think they're trying to get 1.5 billion. So Mattel's efforts to refinance short-term debt is looking like it could be expensive. Well, I thought it'd be a lot more expensive than this. The maker of Barbie dolls, Hot Wheels, which was cut to junk by two major bond grading firms today, has talked to investors about offering yields of 6 to 7% for 8-year notes. Can you imagine? That's crazy. That's how much cash is out there right now, folks. That people will take 6 to 7% for an 8-year note with. This is junk. This is like, here, let's see. Okay, Mattel is selling the debt at a difficult time for the toy industry. Yeah, slightly. The company said in regulatory filing today that its fourth quarter sales may be hurt by underperforming brands. It expects 2017 sales will decline by at least mid to high single digits. A spokesman for the Bank of America, which is the lead underwriter for the bonds, declined to comment. Of course they did. They're going to be hounding all their customers to buy 8-year notes at 6 to 7%, and you know what this morning. Let's see if they're going to. Let's see what it's saying here. I want to know what the collateral is. The toy maker, which has lost money in each of the last 3 quarters, was also hurt by the bankruptcy of Toys R Us. Okay. So Mattel had $2.1 billion of long-term debt outstanding as of September 30th. Okay, 2.1 billion. Let me. I can do this down quick. 1 second. Let's just see this quick. 2.1 billion. Okay, they take in They take in $8 billion. Okay, that's not the end of the world, I guess. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. Oh, no. Phew. Well, 1 second, hold on. Wrong one. 1, 2, hold on. That's fine. I pull up Lamb Research. Hold it. Yeah, okay, now that's crazy. Forget it. Okay, so $2.1 billion of long-term debt, and they only take in $5.1 billion. That's like saying that it's still not the end of the world, but that's a big debt structure. That's just gross. And you can see what gets intriguing here, it's always like, how are you going to pay it back? They have to refinance it because they couldn't pay it back right now. That's the bottom line. So that just goes to show how much cash is still in the marketplace. If they can pull that off at 6 to 7%, no collateral, with the company going down the tubes.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up to the date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 43. You get the NASDAQ up 31. S&Ps are up 8.5. Let's go to John in Colorado. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi there, Tom. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, thank you. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man. Appreciate it.
I jumped into TVIX earlier today when it was at 648, and I'm curious as to what you think.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. The TVIX, folks, is the velocity shares 2 times VIX short-term ETN, exchange-traded note. So this is at a low today for the year. I wouldn't be hanging here. I wouldn't be bringing this in overnight, man.
Okay.
I mean, what you have is that if we go over to this S&P, it's going for its highs. You know what I mean? And it's holding price. So, we're at what? We're 266. The high out here is the 266.80. Yeah, because that whole TVIX is based on volatility and going downtown. So picture what you have is that tomorrow is the first day of the Fed meeting, right? And I would expect that the volatility really won't be there. Wednesday, you'll get some volatility, but I wouldn't wait overnight on this baby because, you open up another 8 points tomorrow, that'll go under $6 in a heartbeat. Waiting for that announcement. That announcement, John, is going to, that's where I'd wait for the announcement, see what way the market goes. What you'd be looking for inside that announcement is an aggressive Fed. You get an aggressive Fed, that's going to throw a little spike, in what you have happening here. What's also, now check this out. This is going to be, this tax bill, folks, okay? What has happened is this. The tax bill itself is also going to throw volatility into the marketplace. Here, John, just stay with us a second, all right?
All right, thank you.
Okay. We have the Dow Industrials up 52, the Nasdaq's up 32, S&Ps are up 8. We have the gold contract down 390, silver's up 8 cents. We're going to be right back. We're going to talk this tax bill when we come back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Accept others the way they are. This is a pretty cool card, actually. You cannot change other people. To try to change them to fit what you want them to be is like trying to change a dog into a cat or a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials closed up 56, Nasdaq up 34, S&P's up 9.5, gold contract down $4.10, trading at $12.4430 an ounce. Silver down 7 cents, $15.75 an ounce. Oil up 60 cents, trading $58.30 5 cents a barrel. Notes. 10-year note down 1 tick, 124.07. 30-year bond down up 3 rather, 152.31. King dollar up 81 ticks, 93.570. The euro is at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Let's go to our man John in Colorado. We've been talking about the TVIX. Hi, John. Thanks for holding, man.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. I was able to get it filled and got out of the position during the break. So
That's awesome. Okay, so we were talking before that. He had the TVIX. Bottom line is you need volatility, for this thing to go higher. We said, hey, listen, man, it's only a day trade anyway. And what you have, folks, is this, is that what I was talking about is that you have the Fed meeting starts tomorrow. You have the announcement on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and then you have a press conference at 2:30. So what I expect is that, particularly because when you look at this S&P, the bottom line, the higher the S&P goes, the lower the TVIX will go. And, they all closed at highs out here today. That was the first part. Then the second part we were getting into was the aspect of that I think volatility is going to come in the marketplace, and it has to do with, not only just the Fed, it's going to have to do with the tax bill. And this is why. So check this out, folks. None of us know exactly what's in the tax bill yet, including the senators and congressmen that are voting on it, right? But this much has come out. Well, there's a lot that's come out, but this part of what has just come out today gets really intriguing, and this is what it is. So what you have is that you have the large tech companies that have huge amounts of money overseas, right? Well, the understanding that seemed to be out there prior to this is that the tech companies, would have, a choice whether they want to bring the money back or not, to repatriate it, right? Well, guess what? No, there's not a choice. What's going on inside this tax bill is that whether they bring the money back or not, they're going to get taxed. That's the first part. The second part is actually more intense, and this is what it is. And these bills, man, when it's hard to even comprehend how sneaky some of these people are when they actually make them. So inside the tax bill, this is what has happened. So the definition of cash is basically undefined. What the Treasury is saying at this particular point, the Treasury is saying that cash is going to be not only bonds and commercial paper, but also CDs, and here's the kicker, inside of that, actively traded personal property, and where the fight's going to be is that, does that mean patents also? So if that's the case, what you're going to see is that this is a way that the Treasury has decided that they're not going to give the aspect whether they can bring it back or not. So you got to bring it back. You have 8 years you can pay it off. That's not a big deal. What is a big deal, though, is the aspect of what is the asset. What is it, the asset that's overseas? Okay, so there's going to be, we're going to have plenty of money in the Treasury. That's the bottom line. But I suspect what's also going to happen is that that's going to throw some volatility into the marketplace, because I don't know if they all decided that at the exact same time they were going to pay their 14% tax. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that shakes out. One of the other largest part that's in there. So normally what happens is this. If you do business overseas and you pay tax overseas, right, what happens is that you can get a credit for your U.S. tax. Well, they got rid of that also. So what's happening is that they are not going to be able to take the credit for the amount of cash that they already paid overseas. So it looks to me like it's not going to be quite what, a lot of these companies thought they're going to have, in their hand. So I think that's going to also, not just this part of it, as we see exactly what's in this bill, and I think the way that they're going to try to do this thing is, go to conference by the end of this week, and we'll see what's in it. And there's going to be winners and losers here. That's my point more than anything, John. And then you're going to get some volatility.
So with respect to this instrument, then need to let things shake out and see where things fall.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Yeah.
I don't think many people are going to be doing their tax returns on a postcard.
Oh, no, that's not even close. Yeah, because what will happen, which I didn't bring up, what will definitely happen, you can imagine all these large companies are very good at, not paying the least amount of tax possible, and you can't blame them, okay? But they're very busy right now, particularly, I'd say, because of the aspect of the patent deals are going to be a big deal. I suspect that's going to go to court. You know what I mean? Because the patents are worth a fortune. So if they have to pay tax on the patent, that means that no one was expecting that. You know what I mean? Because that's like, okay, what is the patent worth for, let's say, Apple's streaming? Who knows, right? Do you know what I mean? But guess what? We do know, because somewhere on their balance sheet it's on there. So that throws a whole different. That's certainly not cash. That's not cash to me. But guess what? It's cash inside this tax bill. So.
Tom, thanks so much. You have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
You too, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too. Also.
Thank you.
Bye.
You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials finished up 56, NASDAQ up 34, S&P's up 10.5. We're coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now have finished up 56. You had the NASDAQ up 34. S&P's up 11. Bottom line, folks, is that they all finished at the highs of the day. That says that we're going to go after these highs tomorrow. You know, get the NASDAQ comp closed at 68.75. The low of the high is 68.66. You're already into it. The high is 69.14. Inside the NDX 100, same type of setup. NDX right now closed out at up 49 bucks, 63.93, and the low of the high is 63.85, and the high is 64.26. Let's see the small caps. The small caps are a mess. See what they did in the close. Yeah, they didn't do anything. So the small caps have trouble. So the small caps, bottom line, still want to go after this high volume low at 148.75. Starting last night, folks, that was the first trading in the futures markets of Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is at high 17,103. The high thus far today was 17,426. What we are going to have is that on Friday, you're going to have Bitcoin being traded at the Chicago Merc, which is the largest exchange in the world. And I would let this thing just shake out for a few weeks before you get in the middle of it. What you can do if you want to see how this trades and that you're not going to have any risk, go over to our website at TFNN and hit the Nadex banner. So Nadex is an exchange, a regulated exchange. It's the only regulated exchange that you can trade binary options at. And as you bring the account up, you can open a demonstration account, a demo account. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. Right now, they are going to have live Bitcoin spreads starting next Monday, and they're weekly spreads, but you'll be able to see how they trade right now. And you'll be able to see how they trade next week. But it's a great exchange, number one, but the quotes are free, everything's free, so this is not going to cost you anything. But if you really do want to understand how this is trading and you want to see it live with the live quotes, it's a great way of doing it without any risk. If we go take a look at the, let's go take a look at the GDX. We'll get into the gold market a bit here. So the GDX out here got up to a price point of 21.81 today. Couldn't hold price. That's saying it's going to go test this 21.40 area once again. If we do put this on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is that, you know, we've been testing this area now going all the way back since November of 2016. That's how long we've been in this consolidation. Last week we came down with 172 million shares. You know, you were going into 307, which is nice. You were going into 543 million. So you can see you're coming into that area with dramatically lighter volume. What we haven't done is that we haven't rejected the lower price. What you can expect, let's go to ABX for a second. So ABX is the largest weighting structure. That was flat out here today. This is Barrick Gold. And Barrick also is trying to hang tough at this 1380. It broke down to 1380. It's still into an area with a strength. But I expect what you're going to see here, this is going to be all about Wednesday. Wednesday at 2:30. And what the difference, well, what it's going to be about is this. The Fed, bottom line, it's just about 100% odds that they're going up on short-term rates, which is 25 basis points Wednesday. The real key, well, there is. If you're watching Target TV, it's at 100% today, 100.00.0. The real key is going to be, what does the statement say as to how many times they think they're going to go up in 2018? So what happens is that the next meeting after this is going to be on January 31st. Yellen will still be there. The following meeting, she will not be the chair and she will not be on the Fed at all. And there's going to actually be there'll be two new Fed governors. You're going to have Powell, well, he's going to go from a Fed governor to the chairman of the Fed. So that is going to be the March meeting. And the March meeting right now looks like it's almost, yeah, the March meeting is saying is like a 73% chance that another 25 basis points will be delivered in March. Now, that would get us to, right now, if they do 25 basis points this Wednesday, that means that the Fed funds rate, now the Fed funds rate by itself, too, by the way, is only bank to bank. None of us can get that, but that's bank to bank. That's what the banks, that's what the Fed's lending to the banks. But what does happen is that goes up. The 2-year should go up, the 5-year, the 10-year, the 30-year. The curve's supposed to go up when that happens. So we will be at 1.25 to 1.5 when that goes up. You go up again, you go 1.5 to 1.7. Bottom line is you can see that if the Fed goes up 3 times, you're going to be at 2 to 2.5. And now that gets intense. The reason that gets intense is that if you look at the 10-year right now, the 10-year is at 2.3. And we're talking about the Fed fund futures rate, bank to bank, this short-term rate that we're calculating, you're talking about a rate overnight. You are not talking about a 10-year rate. So it's going to be important what they say, and they very well just may not come out and flat out say what they're going to do all of 2018 because of the fact that Yellen is going to be gone. Maybe she has Powell do the statement, or they basically, she pulls back a bit and, lets him basically say what's in the side of the statement. I think we'll get some clarity on that aspect for sure, meaning that who's writing the statement, who feels what in the statement, because there's going to be a change here. There is a change. And the real question is going to be how aggressive are they going to be? And thus far what has happened is that when we still take a look at these rates, the 10 years at 2.3, the 2-year is at 1.8. So you can see that's quite a differential. And this is when it's saying that you get a flattening yield curve. It's like, okay, do you want to go 2-year money at 1.8 or 10 at 2.3? That's only at 0.5%, right? And then we go up to 30 and you get 2.7. Now, if that keeps flattening down, that is saying that the inflation that the Fed is looking for, they're not getting that kicked in. If you don't get the inflation kicked in, they're not going to be able to basically keep raising those short-term rates, because then our real rate gets dramatically higher. You have the rate, then you have the aspect of, okay, let's say you're running, if the economy basically, well, inflation is running at 2% and you're paying 2%, great, you're paying nothing. The economy, if the inflation rate's running at 1.5% and they're going up 0.5% or 0.75%, your real rate of borrowing money goes up dramatically, big time. Walmart, let's go to Walmart because we get 14 days left before Christmas. This is the ordering time. Walmart's at 96.93, and it looks like this high wants to get tested, 100.13. That's the way that this baby is set up. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 56, NASDAQ up 34, S&P's up 10.5. We're coming right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and take a look at the IBB, the biotech index up here. So, IBB trading at 106.23. And this little baby here, got up to ice today, which was approximately the 108 area. Got to 107.49. Basically couldn't handle that price area. And we'll see how this whole thing, AMGN. Let's go take a look at some of the large weighting structures. So AMGN was up $1.42. Now that didn't hold price. Biogen was up 226. That's into its gap. So Biogen, a gap at 327.83. I needed 328.03. Regeneron, that was up 54 cents. Now this stock has got hit pretty good. From 2017, it's down from 543. Off its highs, it's down from 605. You get a high volume swing low here. And what has happened is that if we get into the NDX 100 here, you had a couple of these go south. Actually, I want to go to, let's go to Ultra Beauty. So Ultra Beauty got hit again. That was down 840, trading 216. This was a great high flyer. We just went from we just come down $100 in the past 6 months, 314 to 216. You get a couple high volume lows, and I suspect what's going on with this baby is that once you catch on to the aspect of what product you want, the real question is that do you get on Amazon, do they have it, and what is the price point? That's how that shakes out. Because what you do have inside the Amazon basically whole web deal is that there's not much that isn't on Amazon. The large coaches of the world and these high-end products, they won a case last week that they can stop their products on Amazon, and I suspect some of them are going to want to, because of the fact that the discounting can kill these companies. Yeah, what you do have is that you have the margin on a lot of those high-end retailers, folks, astronomical, just astronomical, because it's getting the amount of money that they pay for the brand, meaning the brand identification, is a huge part of what they have to pay for a period. Meaning that, you know, whether it's luggage, whether it's jewelry, most of it's luggage, most of it's clothes. Bottom line is that, yeah, you get a good product, but they have to advertise. And that's a huge amount of money that's spent on the advertising aspect. And if someone can get it at the right price, and most of the time the way that works, by the way, is that they sell their product at different prices in different countries. That's how that works. And so what ends up happening on the Amazon deal is that, you know, someone that's attuned to it, you're setting up a business, you get a business in a country that has a lower socioeconomic deal, so they know they're going to sell less, so they sell it at a lot less. Guess what? You're pushing it out. You don't push it, you know, you can push it out of there, but you're actually pushing it out on the net, and you're pushing it out at a premium price. You know, so it's really wild how the whole net itself can establish so many businesses simultaneously very quickly. And you know, years ago, what used to happen is that people in Europe were very used to this. The reason being is that when Europe didn't have a central currency, you know, this went on a continual basis. You know, you'd buy a car in one currency, you'd sell it in another currency, exact same car. And, you know, you got to remember something. In Europe, those countries in Europe are like our states, you know. So it's going to be pretty wild just watching what companies are going to continue to sell on Amazon and who's going to pull it off. Like if we look up, let's see, pull up Coach right now. Oh, but Coach is owned by Tapestry. This is interesting. Oh, they changed the name to Tapestry. So Coach changed the name to Tapestry. Design, market, clothes, and accessories. Lows 34, the highs 48. Okay, so let's look at this. So they take in, okay, $4.5 billion. They're supposed to take in, now out of that, I see they have Stuart, yeah, Coach takes in $4 billion of that. Stuart Weitzman takes in $374 million. Internationally, they're growing by 1.4% over a 3-year period. In North America, they're declining by almost 3% per year. Oh yeah, this stock chart is in bad shape. This is going after lows at $38. So big problem. What is going to happen? Let me see if this has happened yet. Amazon is making, let me see this thing. They're going to start selling all sorts of clothes without a name on them. It's going to be branded, let's see, where is this? They're going to be selling all sorts of high-end clothes. That's the bottom line. They're going to be selling high-end clothes, and it's basically, I don't know if they're going to put their own brand on it. I suspect that they're going to, but that's going to put a new wrinkle in this whole business, because what has happened is that whether it's Gap or all these other high brand names, people just don't care about them as much anymore. You know, so Amazon is ready to eat that business alive also. Let's go and we take a look at the first inside the futures market. We'll go take a look at the oil market. So oil out here trading at 58.05 today, up 61 cents. We're trading the February contract. Look, it's going to go for the highs again. Unreal. Yeah, 58.99. It's going for them again. So yeah, it had volume up here today. This is going to be wild. So you have the last high out here is 58.99. You're at 58.06. You did 224,000 contracts. That's good contract volume. We got someone that wants to look at the wheat market. So let's see. Oh, hey, this is a trip. I can't wait to talk to Andy Heck about this. So cocoa, the cocoa market, we're trading at $1,912 a ton. Now, I believe his name is Chocolate Finger. Yeah, here it is right here. So check this out. Cocoa hedge fund king Anthony Ward closes his flagship fund. I remember reading about this guy years ago, man. I loved how he basically, I'll find out from Andy if this is the same guy I was thinking about. And what he was saying, folks, is that he couldn't make any money anymore because of the computers. He just said that it just doesn't, and this, I believe this is the guy that was the king of cocoa for years and years and years. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished up 56, NASDAQ up 34, S&P's up 13.5. Coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Boeing. So Boeing closed down 274 today. You're trading at 283, and this is trading at 285 now. So it just took back a loss today. And what this is all about, this is pretty amazing, actually. So Boeing just boosted its quarterly dividend by 20%. It is also going to buy back $18 billion as a share buyback. Now, that $18 billion, it's almost 10% of the shares outstanding at this price. So they are buying back at highs, but bottom line is that they're taking another 10% of their stock off the market. And Boeing doesn't have a lot of stock on the market. They are at they have 595 million shares. That's just so. You can wrap your head around that a lot. That seems like a lot, but when you're talking about big companies, you know, Apple has 5 billion shares outstanding, 5.1 billion. So the difference is pretty dramatic. What is also pretty amazing about this is that, let me just see this for a second, because, yeah, so directors authorized an $18 billion in share buybacks to replace the $14 billion program they put in place a year ago. So I wonder if they're buying that plus more. They announced, now last year they actually did a 30% dividend boost, and they've boosted their quarterly dividend every year since 2011. It's pretty amazing, man. And of course, what does happen is that, let me just see gross, I want to see gross numbers, what we're doing here. Well, they just must be they're bringing more to the bottom line, evidently. So their gross numbers, 2013 they did 86 billion. This year they're doing 92. So that's not a huge number. They're doing something though, but that's jazzing this stock price for sure. So they're only growing 0.3% a year in the United States. In Europe they're growing 3% a year. Check this out. So the Middle East. So in the Middle East they're growing at 4.2% per year. Their commercial aircraft business does 65 billion. The defense and space does 29 billion. So the commercial airline business is where the growth still is. They're growing that worldwide by 2.1%. Pretty intense when you grow a company that's doing that kind of number, 2.1%. There's no doubt about that. We're going to take a look at some of the, oh, I know. Let's go to Snapchat. So Snapchat out here, up $1.15. You're trading $16.22. This came off the low. Well, actually, it had, the first low was established at 11.28. 11.28 was on, first, let me see. This went public. Okay, so this went public at $17. If we take a look at this chart, we bring it back to the beginning, I believe. Okay, so it was $29 stock, even though it went public at 17. Goes all the way down, hits the first low in August, 11.28. And this is where this gets interesting, because the next leg down, it didn't break its swing low, and the last time we had volume, big volume on the way down was 17.59. So that's saying it wants to go to 17.59. Now, you can see the bid that this caught out here. $1.15 today. It has 27% of the float is short. But I think what's going on here is this, is that what you had is that, so this company here, let's look at this for a second. This company here has a market cap of 19 billion, right? The numbers go like, okay, so they're taking in their acceleration. They took in 58 million in 2015, 2017, 792 million. They expect 1.3 billion next year, right? I suspect what you had happen here is this, is that if we go over to Apple for a second, Apple today bought Shazam. So Shazam, folks, and they bought them at 400 million. So Shazam had a private market value of over $1 billion. And what that means is this, okay, is that when they raised money the last time, they had a valuation of $1 billion. Well, bottom line, they got it at 400 million. It looks to me like Shazam really isn't worth, I don't even know if it's worth 400 million. They certainly don't sell a lot of advertising. It's still a private company, but the advertising is not there. And I think the market was looking at it and says, okay, listen, if Apple's even going to pay 400 million for Shazam, what is a Snap actually worth? It's going to be worth something, because guess what? The age demographic on Snap, they're not on Facebook. Okay, so that's what's coming up, and that's why Facebook turned around and made now they got that app for what, 6 years old, 6-year-olds or something, and they had to do it to basically protect themselves in the aspect of what Snap folks Snap actually has. And if we go back and we take a look at Facebook for a second, Facebook's in 2013 took in 7 billion, 7.9. This year they took in 40. Next year, 53. When you look at that, it's like, you know what, man? They're going to take Snap out. Because what he has done on a continual basis, as soon as someone is a threat to that business at all, he just takes them out, which totally makes sense. His growth, Facebook's growth in the U.S. is almost 20% per year. In Europe, it's 15%. In Asia, it's 20%. And the rest of the world, it's about 16%. Their advertising growth rate, this is sick. So their advertising growth rate is 18% a year. And they're already at 26.9 billion. You know, so when I look at that, it's like, you know what? They're going to take them out. I think that's what you had out here, basically on Snap moving higher and moving higher pretty quickly. We go take a look at the XLB. Oh, I know, yeah, XLB. So the XLB, folks, this is the Material Select ETF. The low for the year is 49. The high is 60. If we look as to what's inside of this, your largest weighting structure is DuPont. DuPont's 22%. Then you got Monsanto, Air Products, Sherwin-Williams. This little baby here, yeah. So this is laying at highs. Put this on a monthly. Yeah, this is at highs. I mean, as long as it stays over 52, it wants to go higher. Go take a look at some of these fertilizer stock. So Mosaic was up 22 cents today. Potash, that was up 35 cents. Yeah, these are high-end consolidations. You know, it looks to me like the phosphate stocks have actually come off the bottom. They've been on this bottom forever, by the way, too. Potash has been on this bottom since January of 2016. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Verizon. So Verizon's trading at $51.84. This baby on November 15th was 43. Big acceleration on the way up. We take this and put this back, and this also has been at a high-end consolidation for quite some time, April of 2013. Now, the news on this out here today is pretty amazing because it's going to be intriguing to see what happens with the regular network stations. So Verizon Communication plans to accelerate its whole mobile app business by broadcasting all the NFL games. Okay, now they just paid a fortune. They paid over a 5-year contract, something less than $2 billion. It's starting in January. Any mobile customer, not just Verizon, we're going to be able to stream the NFL games. I think this is a game changer, folks. But what blows my mind is that it's like, you know, the networks is like, okay, well, somehow the networks are paying a fortune and, you know, didn't have something else inside the contract. Who knows? You know, but bottom line is that this is going to be a big number. What's going to happen? Because if you remember, Verizon bought Yahoo, so now they're going to use Yahoo Sports, all NFL. The new contract expands on 2 years streaming trials with Yahoo and the NFL. It's saying that they had a 2-year streaming trial and they liked it. So the bottom line is that they come up with the bread. The 5-year contract is less than $2 billion, the person said, and there's not going to be any data charges for their own subscribers, and there won't be any charge for other customers or any subscription fees. So they plan on pushing all the games out on the TV, and they plan on making enough money on selling ads. Now, the question is, what's going to happen with the network TV? Amazing. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking it right back here, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.